Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the SEC Boys podcast. I'm Preacher Man Sports. I'm here with Georgia Bulldog Will and Joseph Crawley, also known as Steph Curry.
Fuck FSU.
yeah, yeah,
Just had to get that out the way.
he
Fuck
had to hurry
FSU.
up. You have to hurry up and get that out. But
I had to get that out the way.
um,
Had to make sure everyone knew.
yeah, at the SEC Week 1 went 11-3 in their weeks. Only three
Right.
losses were South Carolina, obviously,
LSU.
LSU, and wait, or was it two games?
I think there's only two.
It was
Oh,
LSU and South Carolina.
LSU and South Carolina.
Florida.
Oh, and
yeah,
Florida. Can't forget them.
Yeah,
I already forgot about them because their team's that poverty.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
they're terrible. They couldn't even
Yes.
beat a Utah team without their quarterback
Exactly.
Yep.
and tight end. I'm gonna go down the line. I don't know why it's showing Vanderbilt week 0, but anyway, I'm gonna go down the line. The first game was Florida against Utah, and obviously Utah won 24-11.
It was a shit show, but at the beginning of the game.
It was pathetic.
It was really pathetic. I mean, Florida didn't score a touchdown until the fourth quarter. So that just shows you enough. And the Pac-12, it sucks. It's not even Utah's conference. It's just Washington, Oregon, and USC.
But understand this. Florida, one of their offensive linemen, I think he committed like 3 false start penalties on 3rd and 1. And Florida had got a penalty for like 2 players having the same jersey number at the same time on the field.
No. The fuck?
Wow.
I mean, that's just
yeah.
that's
They'll consider that an
just
eligible
that's
player.
just really that just shows how that's just how undisciplined they are.
I think. Well, I mean, Bill Napier is probably the biggest one on the hot seat when you think about it. I know he's gonna have.
He's like he's a player's coach. He doesn't like get in their face if they do anything like wrong.
Yeah. Utah is not even that impressive. The next game, Mizzou beat South Dakota 35-10. I mean, that's what you expect. You don't expect Mizzou to be much, but they should have. They did their job against South Dakota.
Taking care of business.
Yeah, really, their star was their running back. I forgot his name. Because I think he had about 140 carries and he had a touchdown. I could be wrong. Well, I'm just gonna double check anyway. Oh yeah, I was right. I'm just going by what ESPN's showing because they're not going any particular. I guess they're just going from like what game started and what game finished the latest. But the next game, it was UT Martin against Georgia. So I'll let Will take care of this one.
Well, I'm glad I got to be in attendance for that game, but it was a slow start on offense for Carson Beck. It's what you expect. I mean, even you're filling a big shoes of Stetson Bennett, so it's not really a surprise. But that defense was unbelievable. The defense was great, and a lot of players stepped up because Georgia had a few injuries and a few players that were not playing due to getting in trouble over the offseason. So overall, it was a good game for Georgia.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw that about Georgia. I'm like, oh my god.
Lad McConkey was injured, so we didn't get to see him.
Cock.
Hey, how did Dominic Lovett do?
He did well. He did pretty well. He
Yeah,
did pretty
he
well.
was,
I like him.
he was projected as the best receiver in the transfer, and I heard Georgia got him. So yeah, because I know he's from Mizzou, and I know he wanted out. So.
But we didn't have Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint. He didn't play on Saturday. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Georgia in the first half, I know it's a new regime because no Stetson Bennett, but that score in halftime, I know you're winning, but
it was also a lot of fans were criticizing Mike Bobo's play calling, and I mean, I sort of was like, give it some time, just give it some time.
Because then they lost their OC to Baltimore.
Yeah. And Bobo's now back. Bobo was our OC for 6 years from 2007 to 2013. So he's just getting used to it. It's a whole new play style now with a new quarterback. So he's got to get used to it. But it was overall a good game.
So what about Brock Bowers?
Bowers, he had 5 receptions for 77 yards. He didn't really do much, but
Mm.
that's why everybody else stepped up.
Wait, who's your main running back now?
Kendall Milton,
Yeah, that's what I thought because I know your
McIntosh
went to the
is
NFL.
on the Seahawks now.
Yeah, maybe this guy won't slip when you're wide open. But anyway,
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we had a running back get injured, and he's out for the season.
oh yeah, I heard about that.
Branson Robinson.
Yeah. Then there's the next game, Alabama and Middle Tennessee. I mean, and they won 6-7. I mean, that's kind of what I expected. Milroe actually looked pretty solid throwing and running the ball. I think he made Alabama history. I think he made the first Alabama quarterback to have, I think, 3 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns in one whole game.
That's impressive.
So he was basically the X factor because he led the team in rushing and passing. I think their number 1 receiver, Isaiah Bonds, the guy who was doing the most.
He caught 1 touchdown.
Yeah, he caught. I think it was like a 40, almost 50-yard pass. Jermaine Burton also caught a touchdown in that game.
Nice.
Jace McClellan ran in for a touchdown.
Bond's reception was for 47 yards.
At the end, they put in Ty Sampson. That was, I thought, going to be the original starter, but I was wrong. I guess they rolled with Milroe.
Milroe actually, well, I think another factor of that was Milroe actually was in last season for like the second half of the Arkansas game and for the Texas A&M game.
Yeah, he was because Bryce Young. That was the game Bryce Young got hurt. It was
yeah.
I think it was like a rib. I don't know if it was a rib injury or a lower body injury. It was something like that.
Yeah, it was not good.
Tennessee beat Virginia 49-13.
As they should have.
Yeah. I mean, Milton. The guy, best, biggest arm probably in all of college. He did great. The problem is those receivers dropped a couple easy ones, especially like in the early part of the game where he was wide open and he just dropped it. I didn't know what that was. I don't know if it's going to take a toll without Tillman and obviously Hyatt, but I think they'll be perfectly fine though. What else?
South Carolina lost to North Carolina.
Yeah, 31-17. I mean, you can't really blame Spencer Rattler. I mean, that O-line, how I played in that game was atrocious because he threw for almost 400 yards, but he got sacked like I think 7 times. I think he got sacked like 7 times, and despite South Carolina getting 2 INTs, picking off Drake May, who's one of the Heisman contenders. I don't know.
They got sacked 9 times.
Wow, that's even worse. I mean, what more do you want your quarterback to do? Surprisingly, he completed over, I think it was 70% of his passes, something like that. Man,
that's a battle line.
Yeah, they were doing fine in that second quarter, like at halftime, and then after that, nothing. It's just, I don't know. The running attack was terrible. The passing game was great. O-line, that O-line didn't do good for pass blocking or run blocking. That's going to leave a lot of it. Hold on a sec. All right. What was next?
Mercer and Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, that was a massacre. I think they were the only SEC team to score 70 points. I mean, Jackson Dart did incredible. Quinshon Judkins, he did good. It's not what Junkins did. He did get 2 touchdowns though, but Dart was he was star. I mean, at first they tied. At one point, they tied the game, Mercer, and then after that, it was like 66 unanswered points.
Trey Harris caught all 4 touchdown passes of Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
And then Spencer Sanders. Spencer Sanders, a transfer from Oklahoma State, came in and threw 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of knew Jackson Dart was going to be a starter. I don't think he's that good, considering how up and down his mechanics are, but I think he'll be fine with Ole Miss since he has that running attack.
Yeah.
He has some weapons. Next is the A&M in New Mexico game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know this isn't the SEC, but let's talk about my glorious king, Travis Hunter, a.k.a. the Heisman winner this year.
he did good against TCU, and that just shows you TCU without Duggan, Quinn Johnston, and all those other guys.
Texas A&M won by 42.
Who they play again?
Connor. They play New Mexico.
Oh, that's why. Them Mexicans don't play football.
Wow.
Wow, Joseph.
Wow. Connor Wakeman, that sophomore they have, really good.
5 touchdowns.
Yeah. Maybe the Connor Wakeman height is real because, last year, guys like Haynes King and, weren't shit. And Evan Stewart did his thing. I wonder what happened to Anais Smith. Did he even play? I know he's that other receiver. Let's see, there's Stewart, there's Thomas.
No, yes, yeah, he caught 3 passes for 40 yards.
No, well, I think Evan Stewart was the player that, besides Wakeman, was better. I know a friend of mine named Snake B69. He's an A&M fan. So yeah, he made a video about Connor Wakeman. Yeah, his prediction was almost right.
I didn't know Haynes King went to A&M.
Yeah, but he's on Georgia Tech now.
That game, yeah.
What's next? Kentucky and Ball State.
Oh, that team's got to play Georgia next. Ball State.
Oh my God!
If you don't blow them out by 80.
No, I mean at one point in this game, Ball State was winning, but then they quit. But then 20 points after that for Kentucky. And who's their quarterback? Oh yeah, Devin Leary. The NC State transfer since Will Levis left. I don't know. I mean, I don't expect Kentucky. I don't know. I'm not that high on Kentucky. I mean, their running backs are good. I mean, Devin Leary threw a touchdown, but he also threw a pick. So
I'm never high on Kentucky. I'm never really.
And their defense kind of. The score might not show it, but they allowed some good amount of yards. Like they'll be just borderline a bowl game. They'll probably just win 7 games.
Defense gave up about 295 yards.
Gonna have to be a little less than that. But next the game. Then there's next up, it's my Arkansas Razorbacks beating West Carolina 56-13. About this game, I mean, KJ was KJ, obviously. He did great. He had a couple great touchdowns to Isaac Tesla. That was a good one. The only peeve in this game that I didn't like was Rocket Sanders. He didn't do shit. I know he had 2 touchdowns, but they were at the goal line. But West Carolina was just clogging up the middle of the field, wasn't giving them any running lanes, and I don't know. The defense was great. Hey, that Georgia transfer did all right in the game too. Will Singletary.
Who did?
You remember that Georgia corner you guys had?
trying to think. Jaheim Singletary.
Raheem
Yeah.
Singletary. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did good. He
Good.
should-
That's what I. That's good.
He didn't have a pick. A couple other guys had picks. It was our safety Hudson Clark and the LSU transfer from about 2 years ago, Dwight McLaughlin.
He had half a tackle for loss, James Singletary.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Hey, good to hear.
Yeah, I'm glad because I thought because I know our secondary is deep, and I knew it wasn't going to really be a problem. Because last year, I don't even want to talk about last year's defense. That was so bad. Like every game, they gave up at least 30 points. That was bad.
All right,
But
next.
yeah, I think Arkansas can, if they can fix their running attack, they'll really be back to that 2021 form where they won almost 10 games.
Yeah.
But next up is Auburn against Massachusetts. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who Auburn's quarterback is since that.
Robbie. It was Robbie Ashford, but then you had Peyton Thorne.
Oh. Not much for Auburn to say. Like they did their job. Hugh Freeze is debuted as a Tigers head coach, and they won against UMass. But not much to expect. The running attack, the passing attack was mid, but Auburn relies a lot on their running, particularly though. Their defense, not gonna lie, did good. Forced a couple turnovers. There's not much else you want to say about Auburn. I still don't think they're going to be good. Though. I don't think they're going to be a bowl game. It's particularly how their schedule is, how tough it is, and even next year is going to be even worse once Texas and Oklahoma get here.
Yeah, there's not a lot of hope, not a lot of excitement for Auburn.
Yeah, it really isn't. Until that new recruit, they had a quarterback coming in next year. I forgot his name.
There was a guy that flipped his commitment from Georgia to Auburn.
Yeah, I know who you're
That
talking about. I
pissed
just
me off.
can't remember the name.
I can check my Instagram.
There was a guy who Arkansas was originally committed to, but he went to A&M and he got in trouble.
Marcus Riddick, he committed to Georgia. What was his name?
There was a guy who committed to Arkansas and he left to go to A&M because I guess they got more NIL money and he got in trouble. He got in trouble over there. His name was Micah Tease.
Well, DeMarcus Riddick was at Georgia, and then he transferred to Auburn, or flipped to Auburn.
Next up,
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State beat Southeastern Louisiana.
The other
48-7. Yeah, the other Bulldogs.
The fake Bulldogs. So what I call them.
Yeah, they haven't really been that good since Dak left. When Prescott left, they kind of took a nosedive. I mean, they might be a bowl game team. I mean, Will Rogers is still not bad of a quarterback. He had a for his standards, that's a little bit of a mid game, but their running attack really carried them out. I think their running back Jaquavius Marks, I think he did really good. 2 touchdowns, 127 yards. They had over 500 yards total. Pretty good. They forced a turnover, but they were almost split down the middle when it comes to who had the ball more. I think what's the other one? Oh yeah, Vanderbilt. My God.
Oh, last but not least.
Vanderbilt. I forgot. I was thinking about picking Alabama, and I'm not even joking. I'm like, nah. I think Vanderbilt should blow them out, and they did because I think they even got a safety in that game.
They did.
Wow.
Nice, Vanderbilt.
Well, there's some defense for you. I mean, we all know what Vanderbilt is. They're the worst SEC program all the sports.
Them and Missouri battle for the worst SEC team.
Except maybe baseball. Baseball, they're not bad.
Baseball, they're very good.
Yeah, but basketball, they're mediocre. They suck in football. Oh god.
LSU's still the best SEC baseball team.
Yeah, you guys just recently won
Yeah.
the World Series.
Yep, they are. Hey, we have your pitching coach is now our head coach now.
Wait, who did they beat in the College World Series again?
Florida.
Oh yeah, that's right, Florida.
Thank you.
That was basically an SEC championship.
But
Except
Wes
bigger
Johnson,
states.
Joseph, you remember Wes Johnson?
Yeah,
He's now Georgia's head coach.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remind me.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, because we had to get rid of Scott Strickland.
And then last, but kind
I'll
of,
take it from here.
Okay. Curry, you have the floor. He's the LSU guy. Let him talk.
Fuck Brian Kelly. Fucking hate him for going for going for it on fourth downs. We were in field goal range. Our kicker has a fucking leg. We would have had 6 more points, but at the end of the game, that wouldn't have helped us. We lost by almost 30.
You lost by 21. So
Yeah,
that was
close enough. Let's see. Jaden Daniels. I know it's the first game of the season, but where the fuck are you? Let's see. This is the criminal team because we had multiple suspensions and we had injuries. We shouldn't lose to this team at all. I don't even know who the fuck their quarterback is.
Jordan Travis.
Still don't know who
Jordan
that is.
Travis, and he has more touchdown passes in Florida State history than Jameis Winston.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Well, again, he's also been there for 6 years. He's like a super senior. He's a little retarded.
Oh, so he's like Stetson Bennett, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, because of the COVID year, he had an extra year of eligibility, or else he would have left last year.
He should have left last year.
Yeah, he decided to do his full senior year, and there you go. He's done after this year. He's got nothing.
Yeah, he'll be out.
Good.
But keep an eye on this FSU team. They're good.
That transfer from Kansas, Keon Coleman, went off in that game.
Let's see. Malik Neighbors, where the fuck were you? You slipped. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was a defensive PI at first, but no. I looked at the replay, and he just slips.
That game at the start were a lot of sloppiness, receivers dropping the ball, everyone's slipping.
Oh yeah, and we had this wide open bomb, but our fucking wide receiver dropped it. I know it wasn't Malik Neighbors. I forgot who it was though. Jaden Daniels played actually decent for coming off of how long it's been since we've played. Even though he had no passing touchdowns, he did have that 40-yard rush that led to that rushing touchdown.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels has a lot of mobility. That's the good thing about him.
We just need Nesub as we just need our other quarterback. I forgot his name. It's Nisub or some shit like
Garrett
that.
Nussmeier.
Yeah, Nussmeier. If we're going to go
who played well against
balls.
Georgia.
I know we need Nussmeier if we're going to go for actually deep passes because he's got an arm.
He's got a good arm.
Compared to Daniels,
I think they're just doing Jaden Daniels because he's more talented. He's
also a dual threat quarterback, unlike Nussmeier.
Yeah,
Nussmeier just stands in the pocket. He doesn't run.
Exactly.
Daniels
pissed
dual
me
threat
off so much. Wait, who do we play next week?
You should know.
Brian Thomas was your best receiver.
That's sad. Neighbor should be our best receiver.
You play Grambling.
Oh, come on.
LSU. Blow them out by at least
it's in Death Valley.
Oh yeah.
You play they have the Georgia G logo, but it's just colored in.
I've been to Grambling before.
Yeah.
This is one of my early SEC Week 2 predictions. LSU winning by 60. At least.
Would not surprise me.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. We'll have to talk about that on
Hear me
Wednesday.
out. Jaden Daniels bounce back game.
I mean, we'll have to talk about that probably on Wednesday when, because that's the day we'll have, or Thursday, because, we'll make our predictions for Week 2.
Yeah.
And then Malik Neighbors is going to have at least 2 tutties. We're going to get our running backs back, so our run game is actually going to be more aggressive. Brian Kelly needs to be in the hot seat after one game.
That's a hot take.
I don't give a shit. Brian Kelly needs to be in the hot seat already.
Welcome back, everybody.
But yeah, this team played sloppy week 1, and week 1 through week 2 is usually at that time where we see what we need to improve on. And then, because, okay, I'm not going to lie, I was just being biased, but that was actually a pretty good FSU team.
Why did John Emery not play?
I think suspension or an injury.
Wait, isn't he that other running back, their main one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think injury.
Oh, he hurt?
It was an injury. Yeah, it was an injury.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And then with the SEC, only 3 losses, and what's weird is that they were all against ranked teams.
I know, and we were the higher ranked team.
Yeah, yours was an upset. Florida and South Carolina, they were expected to lose.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Weird week. The only team that went undefeated in their conference is just the Pac-12. It's so surprising.
Hold on.
What do you know? They go undefeated in their final year.
Yep, they're just getting that. They're getting that. Damn it, I can't do it. Never mind. What's it called when you move to another conference?
No.
They're getting that conference value. You know how I say, when a piece of shit like player does good, and then we always be like, hey, he's getting this trade value. It's kind of like that.
Preacher Man, I saw your tweet saying you like your chances going into Death Valley.
I mean, the last time Arkansas won against LSU was in Death Valley.
But, I mean, that was also a rare occasion in overtime, because how often do we lose in Death Valley?
Not much.
Not very often.
But you can't lie. You see Arkansas and LSU goes to overtime a lot. I don't know why, but that's just...
I'm going to say this one goes down to the wire, but doesn't go to overtime. It's going to be a 1 or 2 score game.
Yeah. I mean, once the first 3 weeks are up, we enter conference play.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to beat Bama again.
Y'all play Georgia State this year.
Wow.
Huh.
Easy.
Yeah, y'all should crush them.
Y'all should
beat the crap out of them.
45 points. Like, come on.
And then we should have a
bowl game. Don't be Tennessee. Don't be Tennessee. They lost to Georgia State.
Oh, Duke, are you kidding me?
We should have a bowl game against Vanderbilt again this year.
Duke's special teams is sped, bro.
Tennessee lost to Georgia State 4 years ago at Neyland.
Tennessee sucks.
I can't even say that's tough. That's heartbreaking.
Was that Hendon Hooker's horrible. Freshman year or?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Wow, Clemson just got bailed out big time.
Hendon Hooker. No, remember he started at Virginia Tech. He didn't come to Tennessee till 2021. He transferred, came over in 2021, and then spent 2 years. I don't know who their quarterback was.
Pretty much up there for our episode.
I just want to say one more thing. The SEC championship is going to go down between Will's Bulldogs and my Tigers. And it's going to be close. And it's going to be closer than last time. We don't talk about last time.
I mean, I know it's one game, but you can see Tennessee creeping across if they keep trying to do it.
Hell no.
I honestly, I'm not buying Tennessee's hype. I'm not
either, but they can fix if they can fix those fucking receivers, and maybe they'll actually.
I am not being biased. I just don't buy their hype. I just don't buy it.
Don't say that. Don't say that to the Tennessee fan. They'll throw mustard at you.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Throw mustard at me? Yeah, go ahead.
If Brian
freaking Voltards.
If Brian Kelly can prove to me this team's actually championship bound by week 3, then I'll believe our hype.
We should win the next 2 games, and then after that, we go against you guys and
in Death Valley again. Like I said, that one's going to be a close game.
LSU is the real Death Valley. Fuck Clemson's fake Death Valley.
Yeah, that one's not a Death Valley.
That's not Death Valley. LSU beat them in the Natty. There you go.
They're the real Death Valley.
The Battle of Death Valley. LSU.
And does Clemson have a real tiger?
Clemson.
No. Clemson doesn't have a real tiger. LSU does.
Yeah, we have Mike the Tiger.
Mike the Tiger.
It's not Clemson. It's Clem shit. Okay. Look how they play
And
against
Auburn-
Duke.
And Auburn, what are they? They have like 3 different names.
Auburn is
They're
weird.
the Tigers, the Eagles, or the Plainsmen, whatever they are.
Auburn is like, oh my god. Like, I mean, in the SEC, you got a lot of like common names. There's like we have 3 Tigers: the LSU, Mizzou, and fucking Auburn. Then you got 2 Bulldogs: Georgia and Mississippi State.
Mississippi State, they're the counterpart.
Yeah, maybe back when they had Dak, they were looking like the real Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
There's
when,
always
that's
there's the
back when
real
we were like
there's the
bad.
real deal, and then there's the fucking wish version of it. For example, LSU's the real deal, while Clemson's the wish version, and Auburn.
I mean,
So Georgia's the real deal, while Mississippi State's the whatever you call that.
The wish version.
Yeah, the
there's
wish
the
version.
rumor.
Yeah,
We got the
they're
wish version of the Tigers. We got the wish version and the Google version.
Remember that rumor that Clemson could and teams like Clemson, Florida State could come to the SEC in a matter of a few years.
Because when Dak was at Mississippi State, Georgia was bad. 2015, Georgia was not good.
You said what about Georgia?
Georgia was not good back when Dak was there. Okay, 2012, yeah, Georgia was great. 2013, don't remind me of that season. 2014, that was a disappointment. And then 2015 was just bad.
Bringing back the topic of the
2014.
I mean, if
didn't you win 10 games that year though?
10 games, but I mean, I think we lost to like Missouri at home.
Okay.
I mean,
Something
going
like
back
that.
to the Natty. Going back to the Natty, I mean, look at our offense. We did have Jamar.
Oh yeah, because
Jefferson, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, because I mean that was the year Missouri won that SEC East that year.
Oh no, 2014. No, we shut them out that year. No, 2013 we lost to Missouri.
That still doesn't seem right.
No, we did.
I can't believe Mizzou was actually good.
Missouri winning the SEC East.
Yeah, I mean it would have been Georgia, but Mizzou only lost 1 game in the SEC. I don't know who it was against. I think it was
2013. Georgia lost to.
I forgot who it was against.
We lost to.
Oh yeah, Georgia.
Georgia, we lost to Auburn that year.
And they lost to Alabama in the SEC championship.
No,
they got killed.
What? No. 2013. That was 2012.
Oh no, I was talking about Mizzou in 2014.
Yeah. No, yeah, Missouri got beat.
2014, Arkansas was a mid that year. They were terrible in the SEC, but they won 7 games. And including their bowl game when they beat Texas. Good. There are only 2 SEC wins in a while.
2013, Georgia lost to Clemson and Auburn.
Wait, do you play Clemson this year?
And Vanderbilt and Missouri. Huh?
Wait, do you play Clemson this year or next year? Because I feel like you guys
next year.
Okay, then there it is.
Next. 2013, we lost to Clemson, Missouri, Vanderbilt, and Auburn.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a terrible season. And then we lost to Nebraska in the bowl game. 2014, we lose to South Carolina, Florida, and Georgia Tech. Disappointment.
Well, I think is there anything else you want to say about your teams? Because we'll talk more about it in the our week 2 previews.
If you're an FSU fan, reminder, you a bitch.
Well, what I have
let Curry get his rage out,
What I have to say is I just expect Carson Beck. He'll eventually get into a rhythm. It's just his first game, so you expect rustiness, but he'll eventually get into a rhythm. And Georgia fans, please relax about Mike Bobo. Please relax, okay? I saw everything on Twitter. Everybody was criticizing him. Please, it's 1 game. Let's relax, please. Please.
I'm calling
and stay out of trouble. We just had somebody just get arrested recently.
Oh my god. You guys are starting to look more criminal than LSU now.
Seriously. Was it? I think a coach got arrested.
Oh my!
Staff member got arrested. Jarvis Jones got arrested for speeding and reckless driving. What are you doing?
You guys
Stay out of trouble.
You guys love speeding a lot. It's either
I
that
don't
or
get it.
it's either
Stop
that
speeding.
or a DUI.
Stop freaking speeding. Stay
I mean,
out of trouble.
I mean, there was an Arkansas player that was Malik Chavis who he was arrested for like a battery charge, I think, but he's out now.
And this didn't just start last year. There's been a history of arrests with this team. I mean, remember Adam Anderson? Oh, I don't want to tell you about that.
You said who?
Adam Anderson. I don't want to tell you about him.
Oh my god, not that dude.
Don't remind me of that.
Fuck that guy.
Ugh.
And plus, that dude is in jail now.
Yeah.
Fucking beating on women. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's.
What about you, Curry? What's your little final thoughts?
Actually, this might not be a hot take for us LSU fans, but Ness Numbar is going to start by week 6.
Huh.
They're gonna bench Jaden Daniels.
I have a hot take.
Georgia loses the SEC this year? Yeah, me too.
No. My hot take is this defense is going to be better than the 2021 defense. This defense is looking really good. Like, seriously. I would not be surprised.
That's my damn, I was going to make a joke. No, oh yeah, Curry. They're not going to start Newsmar because this is why. He's got to... and Jaden Dale's got to get that draft stock up.
All right, boys. Well, I got to leave.
All right, but for real, though, last for Arkansas, Rocket Sanders, yeah, he needs to fix it because, that wasn't that good. Other than that, Arkansas did good. I like the way the defense played. The penalties, though, a little scrappy, but I think it'll be fixed up. KJ looks like KJ, and even though we lost weapons last year, we got some new freshman talent like Luke Haas, our new tight end, and our transfers like Andrew Armstrong, Byron Broden, guys from Texas A&M Commerce, some small schools, and so forth. But I say Arkansas. We play Kent State next week. This time it's going to be on the hill in Fayetteville because the last game it was in Little Rock in War Memorial Stadium. So expect a full house. But we'll talk more about that on Wednesday.
Kent State. I remember seeing Georgia play them. I remember being in person for that Georgia-Kent State game last year. Boy, was I shocked. Boy, was I shocked how it ended up.
But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in on another episode of the SEC Boys podcast. We'll be back on Wednesday to discuss our Week 2 predictions for the whole SEC, including our teams. Fortunately, Zach couldn't come today, but she should post a video, and I'll share it on the tab. So make sure to keep that in mind. And yeah, nothing much else, but see you guys later. Go Hogs.
Go Dogs.